Friday edition it is on Breakfast Central, and we are super excited to be here. Thank you for staying with us. It's time to take a look at the front pages of the papers on a Friday. We're starting first off in West Africa, and it definitely is a Daily Trust.
And the Daily Trust leads on looking at the finance sector. CBN ends forex sales to bank. Are they ending that immediately? Targets $200 billion from non-oil export proceeds. Naira for dollar policy rakes in $100 million weekly. New move will make banks, entrepreneurs responsive. This is coming from experts this morning. All of this is from the Daily Trust on page 5. Now you can see this picture here. This is the chairman of INEC. You have Professor Mahmoud Yakubu inspecting the distribution of sensitive materials for the FCT area council election that has already been slated for tomorrow. Now this is all about campaigns and election. We know this year is a campaign year ahead of the election that will take place in Nigeria 2023 next year, February. But this one you're seeing right now is for Saturday's election, the local government, one of the local government areas in FCT Abuja. Adulterated fuel. Buhari wants suppliers held accountable. That's on page 24 of the Daily Trust this morning. Court dissolves marriage as wife claims hubby divorced her via phone call. So the husband had a phone call conversation with the wife and told her that he was going to divorce her.
Things we hear these
and now
days,
the court actually did. Wow. Okay. That's on page 28 of the Daily Trust. And ahead of 2023, South not against North. Anifere replies Northernly elders. Now, robbers, we saw this story yesterday, Joe. It was all over social media. Robbers attacked bullion van, killed 2 cops, 2 civilians in Ibadan. Now, while this was happening, a similar scenario was also happening in Enugu as well. It's a big story. You can get all of that from the Daily Trust in Nigeria.
All right. From the Daily Trust, let's move on now to the Daily Nation. That's what we're going to. And that front page there, trust me, for me, I would pick Daily Nation as the paper to read, to go to today on a Friday. Reasons? Well, at the top there, you could see her. Why Guru to Uhuru? She says, we have moved on. What do we mean? Well, the Kirinyaga governor, once a strong ally of the president, claims that William Ruto's United Democratic Alliance is MT Kenya's party of choice, and that the president's Jubilee Party is dead and buried, she says, in his own backyard. Wow. A strong statement made by her, Waiguru. Well, you can check that story out. She is stern and fierce, coming out to say, listen, your political party is dead and buried. That's what she's making as a clear indication to him. Well, aside that, take a look at that big story at the front page. Now, this one is a shocker. 4 in 10 Kenyans can't pay house rent. 4 in 10 Kenyans can't pay house rent. If we take a look at the left, you'd see a complete statistic. It says 6.2 million number of Kenyans who have fallen into poverty amid mass job losses and salary cuts that have left households struggling to pay for basic needs such as rent, food, and other things, while 72.8% is to underline the severity of the mass slide into poverty, the inability to pay rent. Now, who actually put this together? Well, it is a new economic report by the Kenyan Institute for Public Policy Research and Analysis, and they have said, listen, 4 in 10 Kenyans cannot pay. You might want to go straight, go straight and read. It is something that you must know, especially if you are a Kenyan, or you definitely want to get an insight on what Kenya is going through, all in the Daily Nation.
In addition to reading from Kenya, the Daily Nation, let's also let you know that the Citizen in Tanzania has a lot of stories this morning. What the government move means for media, that's a big story right now on page 2. The government lifts ban imposed on 4 newspapers as editors call for a review and repeal of, according to what they say, draconian laws in the country. Now you can see the Minister of Information Communication and Transformation, that's the technology minister right there. He was presenting a publishing license to one of the dailies that was affected, as the Kiswahili Daily. There's more details from the Citizen this morning. Tanzania, Kenya trade approaches the $1 billion mark. That's what they're saying here. And you can see the infographics here. Kenya imports from Tanzania stood at $501 million. And the exports stood at $403.9 million from January to November of 2021. You can get that story also on page 2. Japan touts use of SMEs to grow the economy. Details of this from the Citizen.
All right, so there you have all that coming from the front page of the Citizen, and we would definitely look at the last paper for today, the SOWETAN. SOWETAN says discarded Downs star finds love at Makize's. Page 39. I'm starting from the top though, yeah. Yeah, she finds love. Aww. Yeah, I know. A lot of aww. Usuthu chased another big scalp. Page 38. Check that story out. 99-year-old black in class. Page 14. And the front one, that big one that took place yesterday, just a few hours ago. The high road for Tanzania. Well, President looks to grow cannabis industry to create about 130,000 jobs and identifies areas with potential to develop hubs for the field. We'll talk about all of that. I'm talking about the SONA, the State of the Nation address by President Ramaphosa. We will be taking a story on that, especially for our top story. We have a guest who joins us very soon. But on that note, let's bring it to a close. Having taken a look at the front pages of the dailies this morning.